let's learn how we can quickly annotate on top of our content using an EDLA panel. What we're going to do is we're just going to start in Google Chrome. So say you're on a website, you're doing an activity. I ask students to come up here and show me an object with an area of 9. But we want to double check it, right? We want to count it. So I'm going to come over here to my side toolbars. Now, if you don't see your side toolbars, you can turn those on in the settings. Be sure to look at our home screen overview video. That will show you how to turn on your side toolbars if they're not already activated. And what we're looking for is the pen icon at the very top. When I select this, it puts me in writing mode. So my screen is frozen, the image is locked, and you'll see that I have all of my controls down here at the bottom. So let's start with the pen color. By default, it's red, but if I press this, you'll notice that you have other color options you can pick from, or you can change the line width. If you write something and you make a mistake, there is an eraser. And again, you can choose the size. So this is like an area erase, so you can trace around it and erase it. Or you'll notice there's this little slider which just clears out everything. Now, when we're writing, you might want to add on. So if I wanted to do another object with an area of 9, you'll notice that I can't actually move the object, because remember, the screen is frozen or locked. Now, if I click this X over here, it's going to clear out everything. So I don't want to do that. But what I want to do is actually click these arrows that are pointing into each other. If I click these arrows that are pointing in, it looks like I cleared it, but I didn't. I actually saved or captured that screenshot. We'll come back to that in a second. Let's go ahead and we'll put this in 2-player mode. And we'll have a couple different ways to show this, and then we'll do it over here as well. Okay. And again, we want to check these. We want to make sure that they have an area of 9. So we're going to go back to our pen tool and our side toolbars. And now we can come back and we can annotate on top of these as well. Now, if we wanted to, we can actually go back to our previous screenshot. Down here on the bottom left, you'll notice it says 2 out of 2. And I have directional arrows. So if I click the back button, you'll notice that it took me back to what I did earlier. So I can quickly reference what we did just a second before, and then I can jump back, and this is where we are currently annotating or writing. Now you can keep doing this. So I can minimize this, and I could switch to my Google Slides presentation here. And as I'm going through my slides, if I also want to turn on the pen tool here, we'll just swipe over to get to the next page. If I go to my pen, same thing. I can change my color. I can now annotate, but if I go to my directional arrows, see how it's keeping a record of everything that I'm doing. You just have to remember to click that icon with the arrows that go into each other. Now, when you're finished, you might want to save all your notes. That's what the disk icon is in the bottom left. If I click that, you'll notice that I can save it locally to the panel, either as an image or a PDF. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose PDF. And now that's saved locally, okay? And what I'm going to do is, since I'm finished, I'm just going to close out of this because I don't need it anymore. And let's go to our home screen and I'll show you how to upload this. So what we're going to do is, if you're signed in and you have your Google Drive open, you'll notice that Google Drive basically takes you to your frequent files, but there's this plus button on the top left, and you'll see that there is an upload button. If I click upload, it'll take me, and look, there's my recent files. There's that PDF that I just exported. So I can quickly take that and upload it to my Google Drive, and now it's ready to be shared. Another way we can use the side toolbars is with the My Viewboard software. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that My Viewboard's open, and then I'm just going to switch back to, say, Google Chrome or whatever I'm using before. So side toolbars give me the double square icon. This is going to show me my recent programs. I can swipe through them, and I'm just going to go back here to Google Chrome. Now I'm going to get out my pen tool again from the side toolbars, and I'm going to annotate on top of this. Now, if I want to capture this, remember I was teaching you how to use the double arrows to minimize. This time we're going to use the icon that looks like a rectangle with a pencil inside of it. When I click that, it also minimizes it, but it actually copies it. And so what I can do, again, side toolbars or the double square icon is here. I'm going to switch back to my viewboard, and then you're going to see your paste button down here in the bottom left corner. If I press paste, you'll see it took a copy and a paste of that image and put it in my viewboard. So if you're already using my viewboard, you can quickly, right on top of other programs, copy and paste it right into your program. So side toolbars annotation let you annotate over other programs. You can keep a running record, or you can simply copy and paste directly into my viewboard.